Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and thanks for joining us today for Who Rocks New Mexico? Today we'll visit with Dr. David Calkins, who has a drug-free treatment for pain. Then we'll see how Mountain West Sales makes it easy to choose the right fireplace for your home. Then we'll experience Sunset Memorial Park, a place of beauty and peace. But first, let's see how Dr. Greg Lepore and his staff have taken dentistry to a whole new level.
Hello, my name's Dr. Greg Lepore, and this is our practice. One thing that I like people to understand that's really important with my vision for each one of our patients is that if you want to save your teeth and keep your teeth for a lifetime, if you don't want to have dental emergencies or pain with your teeth, and you want to spend the least amount of money on your teeth in your lifetime, then this is a great place to come have your dentistry done.
I had a really horrible, traumatic experience with a dentist when I was in my late 20s. So I went years before ever having my teeth checked. I just thought if I brush and floss every day and I'm really diligent, that I can just manage without a dentist. But here came the pain. The pain came in my teeth, and I thought, oh God, I gotta go. And I found out about Dr. Lepore having this reputation for being somebody who's sensitive to pain.
Everybody's experience is important to us. We don't want anybody to have an unpleasant experience. We're not perfect, but we strive for that perfection.
Came and saw Dr. Lepore, and indeed, I had 8 cavities. We took care of my mouth, and it didn't hurt at all. There was no pain, absolutely no pain. And so now it's enjoyable. I love getting my teeth cleaned. I love coming to see his staff.
I think making sure that everybody has a pleasant experience. And that pleasant experience is the way that you're greeted, the way you're talked to on the phone, the way that you're talked to in the chair. We don't talk down to people. You know, we realize that if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. That's our goal, is to be proactive and not reactive. So if we can do dentistry on things before they become a huge problem, you know, the prognosis is much better long-term for your tooth, and you also spend less money. I would sincerely ask any of you that may be watching that are looking for a new dental home to come try us out. I would love the opportunity to take care of you, and we look forward to meeting you soon.
Finding out you have skin cancer can be a difficult diagnosis to accept, and unfortunately, skin cancer is a diagnosis that many New Mexicans face because while our beautiful sunshine is a great reason to love living in the land of enchantment, it also puts us at higher risk for developing skin cancer. For years, surgery has been the most common way to treat skin cancer, and while surgery is effective, it's also invasive and often painful, leaving behind scars from the treatment. But now there's a better and pain-free way to treat non-melanoma skin cancer. The New Mexico Cancer Center is the only place in the state that treats basal cell skin cancer and squamous cell skin cancer without surgery. The New Mexico Cancer Center team uses a specialized system that delivers a very precise dose of radiation to the skin cancer and a small margin around it, destroying the damaged cells while protecting the surrounding skin. And this means no cutting, no pain, no downtime, and no scarring.
With this kind of non-invasive radiation therapy, it's a few short treatments. Each treatment takes less than 30 seconds once the patient is set up, and patients can go straight from treatment to the golf course or the pool. There's no downtime, there's no restriction in their regular activities.
When treating something as serious as skin cancer, it's a good idea to understand the different treatment options available to you. Some cases require surgery, but many others can be successfully treated using this non-invasive approach that only New Mexico Cancer Center offers. The procedure is covered by most major medical insurance plans and Medicaid. So if you are facing a skin cancer diagnosis, call the New Mexico Cancer Center to schedule your consultation. The New Mexico Cancer Center, your strongest ally to conquer cancer.
Beehive Homes is a national franchise. There's 150 locations. But here in New Mexico, we've got the entire state covered. No matter where you are in New Mexico, you're not very far away from one of our locations. We build smaller residential facilities that have a maximum of 16 residents per home. It's a family-style home-like atmosphere. At some point in our lives, all of us are going to be facing the need for assisted living for ourselves, or for our grandparents or parents. And I don't think that it's ever too early to know what your options are and know what's available to you. I tell everyone who's looking for assisted living to know 3 things, and that's the rules, the history, and the cost. And I say the rules meaning the state regulations about assisted living. There are certain rules, regulations, things that you're entitled to, whether it be staffing ratios, furnishings in your room, quality in your food, and in your environment that you are entitled to when you move into an assisted living home. So when I say know the history, I really mean know the history of the company. Who founded it? Who runs it? Where are they? Here at Beehive, all of the executives at our company, from the owner to myself and my brother, we have all been caregivers. We know what it means to give quality care. So the third thing is to know the cost. And I say this because there are so many words, phrases, terms used for pricing in assisted living and in long-term care. So make sure you know not just what your base price will be, but what will it be if mom or dad experiences their usual level of care that they need. Here at Beehive, we give you an all-inclusive price. So whatever we say the cost is, that's the cost. There is no guessing, there is no worrying, and I believe that brings a lot of peace of mind to our families. So whenever you are looking, whenever you're ready, whenever you're interested in learning more, please call us, come by, take a tour, get to know us. There'll be no high-pressure sales. We just want to educate you and teach you and advocate for you and show you what quality care is.
Coming up next, what's new in fireplaces at Mountain West Sales?
I'm Steve McKee, president of McKee Wallwork & Company and author of When Growth Stalls and Power Branding, with a tip about how you can make your business rock. People tolerate advertising because they know it helps pay for the media they enjoy, but they're also quite adept at tuning it out. For that reason, advertising needs to come across, well, less like advertising. Why do people watch TV, listen to the radio, read the newspaper, or go online? 3 reasons: information, entertainment, and engagement. Ads that fail to offer at least 2 of these 3 flop. Over the years, an unspoken social contract has developed. Consumers effectively tell brands, entertain me and I'll give you my attention. Respect my intelligence and I'll give you my interest. Do neither and I'll give you neither. Those brands that respect the contract enjoy success. Those that don't end up complaining that advertising doesn't work. Most ads try to tell people what to think, and nobody likes that. Take a different approach. Draw people in. Tell a story. Encourage them to engage in it, and reward them when they do. If you do it right, they'll want to see your ads again and again. It may sound counterintuitive, but in advertising, less is often more.
Approximately 6 million visitors come to Albuquerque each year, all year long. They represent millions of dollars to our economy, so we need to welcome them and treat them right. You may think that hospitality training is just for people in the hospitality industry, like restaurants and hotels, right? Well, hospitals, pharmacies, gas stations, fast food restaurants, and many others also qualify. If your business touches or has the potential to touch our visitors, then you should consider attending one of our Albuquerque Concierge Excellence or ACE trainings.
A lot of informative information about Albuquerque and kind of reminding me the things that I do love about Albuquerque and looking at it as a local, but also keeping in mind of a tourist and reminding myself to try these places out, and that way I'm able to recommend and talk really highly about Albuquerque and what we have to offer.
If you're looking for a way for you and your staff to enhance your customer service experience, Visit Albuquerque would like to invite you to join us at one of our monthly ACE classes. The 3-hour course explores things to do and see in the Albuquerque area, as well as the do's and don'ts of customer service. ACE is helpful for all positions, and it's worth the $25 per student investment. To learn how you can make each guest experience better, call 505-222-4338 or email partnerevents@visitabq.org. Our next class is December 13th. Contact Visit Albuquerque today to register. We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email andrew@cliffdwellerdigital.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, coming up right after Who Rocks. New Mexico True Television will showcase our great state as you've never seen it before, and will provide you with travel tips to make it easy for you to plan your next New Mexico True adventure. So stay right here, enjoy Who Rocks, and stay with us at 8:30 for New Mexico True Television. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Let's discover why Mountain West Sales is the go-to place for fireplaces, inserts, and related products.
My dad worked in the lumber business for about 12 years or so, and then he started Mountain West Sales in 1989. He was selling wood-burning fireplaces at the lumber yard where he was working right before he started this business. And he talked to the rep for Heatilator Fireplaces and bought a truckload of fireplaces, and that's how that got started. In the beginning, it was just simple wood-burning fireplaces, and so the product offering has really expanded a lot over that time. With the invention of direct vent gas fireplaces, which are very highly efficient fireplaces that don't use any room air for combustion, they've really been able to come up with a lot of different things. So you can see behind me, these are some of the more popular looks that we have now with the contemporary styles, with linear burners, burners that are hidden, and then different media choices. So instead of just logs, we have stones or glass of various colors. You can get LED lights inside the fireplace so that you can have the fireplace doing something in the months that you wouldn't actually have a fire inside of there. So there's really so many looks for so many different styles of homes that we have now. We have a huge selection. We carry 5 or 6 major brands, lots of different fuel sources, and almost everything that we carry there's an example of here in the showroom, so that people can really come in and actually experience the product. The architect Frank Lloyd Wright said that the fireplace is the heart of the home, and we have so many different striking, contemporary, and traditional looks that it can be a real centerpiece of the house now, which is what it's supposed to be. I really recommend you come down to our showroom and take a look if you're in the market for any of these products. We've got, I think, the best selection in town. I know that our staff here are the most knowledgeable, personable, and easygoing that you'll find anywhere. There's not a lot of pressure. We just answer your questions and provide you with solutions.
Valley Fence was started by my grandfather in 1969, and when he got started, it was just a matter of hard work because he didn't have the opportunities, he didn't have the traditional education that a lot of folks have, and so for him it was just working hard and just trying to get that ball rolling.
The one thing my father had was he didn't have any limits, so he just continued to say, hey, let's try this and let's try this and let's go to this project. And it's very interesting. My father started it, and I think my gift is to just take what we had and try to make it better. And now with my son coming in, he's got some of mine and some of his grandfather's stuff in him, and so I think that's a good combination for the third generation to really expand what we're doing with technology. It's just bringing so many other opportunities for us, and he's a huge part of that coming on.
We have a wide range of products, and we offer the traditional fence items such as chain link, cedar, Latia fence.
We offer just about anything you can think of. You have powder coating products that go over that now. You've got vinyl, you've got wood, you've got composite. We are an anchor distributor for Design Master. Design Master is going to give you the longevity. It's a powder coated product. It's just going to be around for a long, long time, and compared to being a painted product, it's just, there's no comparison.
Where we really pride ourselves is the custom work. Technology's come so far now, the things that we could do 20 years ago and the things we can do now are drastically different. For example, with our plasma cutter now, we can custom design gates and our fences, and we can provide customers just about anything they want.
We take it from its inception of cutting it out with your design and then powder coating it to any particular color that you may want.
So we really love when customers come and challenge us and say, can you help us get this done? Our answer almost every time is yes, and we're happy with how it turns out. Gates can be an excellent accent for somebody's home. Our ability to customize them can make them fit your home's look and design so well that if your home looks a certain way, we can make your gate look a certain way, and it's just an opportunity to really showcase your fence and to put a bow on it. They're all compatible with gate operators. So if you want access control, if you want to be able to get in to your home via remote or via your phone, there's a ton of options these days, and it does make our lives a lot easier and provides a ton of security.
Over the last couple of years, we've also expanded our line into handrail. For some of our seniors, we put in handrails on their homes to help them, obviously, as they're getting older. Different designs, different colors.
Valley Fence Company is rooted in our community. We're happy to be from the South Valley. We're happy to be locally owned and from New Mexico, and a multiple generational business. I'm the third generation to work for the family business.
We just love our state. We love our community. We want to give back to that. We know that that's what's made our company successful. And we're not going anywhere. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. And we're going to be here for you today, tomorrow, and in 20 years from now.
Coming up next, the active adult lifestyle at Jubilee Los Lunas. House Raffle is back. Win a new Abrazo home or $100,000 in cash. Tickets are $75 and only 4,000 will be sold. Join us at the Raffle Home on November 18th when the winning ticket will be drawn. To purchase tickets, visit our website, elranchitonm.org, or call 505-889-6040. Proceeds to benefit El Ranchito de los Niños, a nonprofit children's home. We're looking for businesses that rock New Mexico. If that's your business or you have a recommendation, we'd love to hear from you. Email Andrew at cliffdwellerdigital.com.
Most patients come to us not knowing exactly what's wrong. They're tired, their legs ache, and they're embarrassed about unsightly veins. We start by understanding who you are, where you come from, and what is important in your life. Then we spend time teaching you about venous disease, its causes, treatments, and the results that will help you live your life with more energy and less pain.
I've been a very active person, and I noticed some changes that were happening. I've always been a runner. I noticed that if I ran 2 days in a row, my legs were very heavy. I knew I had to do something, and that's when I found the Vein Center.
Most of my career was spent in cardiology. I know how to fix hearts, and I've become passionate about fixing legs. Bringing the blood up from the feet and back up to the heart is critical for good health.
The results are better than anything I anticipated. I've been very pleased with them. They are so welcoming. They're just such an excellent staff.
Let us help you look better, feel better, and live better.
In today's competitive marketing environment, there's a lot of buzz about drone video. Businesses of all types are looking skyward for better images to promote their companies, products, and services. Communities large and small are using drone video for economic development and tourism applications. Real estate agents know the value of drone video as a powerful selling tool for the homes, commercial buildings, and properties that they represent. Even ranchers are finding new and unique uses for drone video. And everyone wants professional drone video for their websites, social media, trade shows, and more. That's why Cliff Dweller Digital has 3 full-time FAA certified drone pilots on staff. They'll consult with you to ensure that your drone footage captures exactly what you want and need. Nothing compares to drone video, shot indoors or out by the professionals with more drone capabilities and experience than anyone else in New Mexico. Cliff Dweller Digital. Check us out at cliffdwellerdigital.com or call Andrew at 505-363-2796. We look forward to working with you.
Jubilee is just a beautiful community, but I think what really makes it special is the people who live here. They're just absolutely warm and inviting and couldn't be more welcoming to those that are moving into the community. Another thing that makes Jubilee so wonderful is that we have 8 floor plans ranging from 1,405 square feet all the way up to 2,612 square feet. But with that, you have the ability to be able to customize your home. We've had people move interior walls, but also exterior walls to make the home larger. 3-car garages, even on our smaller plans, totally doable here at Jubilee. So whatever it is that you want in your home, we're able to make that happen for you. We have 3 beautiful new models here at Jubilee. All of them are single story, And they all have wonderful spaces for entertaining, because that's the idea in an active adult community, is you come here to be social. These models are just fabulous, so let's go take a look. If you're thinking of downsizing, the Plan 1553 would be a wonderful option for you. Even though it's one of our smaller plans, it has all the room exactly where you'll need it. If you're looking for a little more room, our Plan 2178 would be a great option. Its spacious great room, open to the kitchen and dining area, are perfect for entertaining. If you want to go all out, then you'll love our 2,612 square foot model. With a standard 3-car garage and lots of interior living space, you'll be more than comfortable in this home. If you like being active, there's tons of things to do here at Jubilee. We've got tennis courts, pickleball courts. We've got a junior Olympic-sized pool where we do water aerobics, aqua zumba. You can take swim lessons. We've got a beautiful hot tub. We have bocce courts. There's a beautiful pub room with 2 pool tables that are active almost all the time with pool players. And who would think? We also have an observatory, an archery range, and a community garden. Choices is what Jubilee is all about. Choices in your home as well as in your active lifestyle.
It's time to think differently about cemeteries. Meet Sunset Memorial Park, New Mexico's most beautiful cemetery. If you've driven on Manal just west of I-25, you've probably passed it thinking it's simply an expansive tree-filled park. It is, and so much more. Recognized nationally for its scenic charm, captivating elegance, and majestic park-like setting, Sunset Memorial Park is unlike any cemetery you've ever seen. People come here to walk, jog, walk their dogs, and relax. It's just that kind of place. And while the lush green grass and canopy of leaves makes every part of Sunset Memorial Park desirable, you'll find our Centennial Urn Garden a burial place unlike any other. Designed to be a sanctuary for the soul, a peaceful garden for reflection, and an inspirational setting for the celebration of life, the Urn Garden offers warmth and peace to all who enter. Sometimes it's hard to think about the inevitable. Not here. There's something so welcoming, so inviting, and yet so comforting. It's easy to imagine this garden as a final resting place. There's beauty everywhere you look. In the Santa Fe architecture, tranquil fountains, lush foliage, Kiva fireplace, and amazing bronzes, and the beauty continues through every season, gently casting its colors and textures on the wall niches and burial areas throughout the garden. Many people are so moved by the tranquility of the Urn Garden that they choose to ensure that they have a place here. Some even have their names and birth dates engraved. The families of those who pre-plan are always grateful that, in a time of grief, the majority of decisions have already been made, giving them the opportunity to focus on the celebration of life rather than the difficult details. Whether you choose to pre-plan or simply learn more, we invite you to come and walk through the Centennial Urn Garden and experience the peace and tranquility that this garden offers to all.
So the world has moved to this device, and the stats are showing that by the year 2020, over 85% of the world will be using this. And what that means is more and more people today are getting all their information. They're finding your business, they're finding your nonprofit, they're finding your event on a screen this size. So the world really has moved away from the PC and to the phone. So the first thing that every business needs to make sure is that their website is responsive and works well on a screen that is that small. The last thing you want is people to have to sit there on their device and try to make it bigger so they can read it, because if it's too much trouble, guess what? They're going to be on to the next competitor.
So one of our smaller clients, Land of Enchantment Spine Surgery, in looking at all their Google Analytics, we were really able to get in there and determine that over 60% of all the searches to their site, their traditional display site, was happening through mobile devices. In response to that, we went ahead and built out a responsive site for Land of Enchantment Spine. And the site is an exact mirror of anything that you would be exposed to on the display side. You also can search it with your mobile device as well. And we've noticed since we went to the responsive site for Land of Enchantment Spine Surgery that traffic to the website has gone up. The number of pages viewed has skyrocketed, And then also the average site duration is well over 3 to 5 minutes.
Everything really is online today, and that is great news because we can hone in and target the exact audience that we're trying to reach. So in the old days when I was in school 30 years ago, it was all about reaching the masses. So advertising was all about how many millions of impressions are you getting, and you spent millions of dollars to reach those millions of people. Today we can hone in and reach the 1,000 people or the 100 people or the 10 people or the one person that you're wanting to reach, and you're only going to pay to reach that person.
One of the major tools that we've been using in the kind of new media world is Facebook advertising, LinkedIn advertising. What's really cool about those things is that they're highly targeted and you're speaking to just the audience that you want to be speaking to. You can target by zip code, by city, by state. It's really neat all the stuff that you can do now, and all of the analytics that Facebook has in the back end allows you to see what's working and what's not. One of the clients that we've had a lot of success with is the town of Taos. We have a sign up on their website. We also have a sign up at the visitor center so people can opt into the list. And we average about 15 to 20% opening rate with that, and probably 10% click-through rate.
So in today's world, the media is changing so quickly, and what I find for a lot of businesses and business people that I talk to is they're completely overwhelmed. They're stymied. It's like, oh my God, do I Twitter, do I Facebook, do I buy social media, do I get a responsive website, do I buy bathroom stall advertising? I'm just like, I don't know where to go next. So if you find yourself in that position, let us talk to you. We always give a complimentary consultation, can take a look at your business and your organization and help you sort through all the options and figure out what is the best plan for you.
Rocky Mountain Stone's been in business since 1963. We actually did our first granite countertop job in 1986, and since then we've done about 1.2 million square feet of countertops in this market. When we first started, we would go out and make stick templates of the countertops. We would bring them back, put them on a slab, lay them out, mark them with tape, put them on a saw, try to cut them as accurately as possible. Compare that to today, we go out with a laser, a 3D two-dimensional laser, create a line drawing in a computer program, very accurate. The laser templating is accurate to within a 32nd of an inch over 20 feet. Every slab in our system gets photographed. We put it on a big green board, and it's a calibrated photograph. We import that into a program called SlabSmith.
SlabSmith is a computer program where we take the photos of the slabs and incorporate the CAD drawing into that. We overlay those two pieces of information, and then we can show customers what their actual countertops are going to look like. We
Take that information after it's laid out, we run tool paths on it and send it to a CNC program, a water jet saw combination. And today it takes half hour to 45 minutes to cut a slab, where 10 years ago it took us 2.5, 3 hours to cut a slab sometimes. There's a natural affinity for people to be attracted to natural stone. I mean, it's kind of what we're made of, and the very few people that you run into don't like natural stone. One of the other things that a lot of people don't realize, granite countertops add to the perceived value of a home. So normally if you're flipping a house, or if you're in a remodel process, you put granite countertops in, you're going to see more return off than what you're paying for it.
Well, that's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the people that you saw today on the show, visit us online at whorocksnm.com. And remember, when you're out and about, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and thank them for their service. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you right back here again next week on KOB4 for another episode of Who Rocks New Mexico.